Welcome, boys. I know it's been a week. By the time this gets finished, it might be 2 weeks. We're doing Strive, and I'm gonna show you guys how the hell to pick your character. So, at the very first, we have Soul. He has a projectile invulnerable, or it can even go under some moves, I believe. He has a DP, invincible reversal. His stagger is absolutely stupid. This right here, this very dumb stagger. It goes so far, and you get a conversion afterwards. This is just your bread and butter right here. That's it. Kai, he has longer reaching normals than you would Soul. You can say that he's a little bit more balanced. Kai, so he has long range normals. This is his medium punch, or whatever you want to call it, his S. He has a couple of things to mix you up. I can't do it. Yeah, so from what I've seen, the game plan is you can either play him keep away like this, use fireball game. When they're in the shock state, your opponent takes more damage. Doesn't matter what special move it is. I believe they take more damage regardless. I believe he has... I want to say he has 3 supers, but I'm pretty... No, yeah, I'm right. The easiest way that I can explain Chip is think of him as Zeku mixed with Cammy. This character is so fucking dumb. The only big downside to him, and this is where the Cammy aspect comes into play, is that his health... Well, actually, no. Compare him to Akuma, I guess. His health is the lowest thing on the planet. What makes Chip so dangerous is his chaining of lights. Fast lights. Look at that. Not a lot of characters can do this. He moves really fucking quickly. So he's like a mosquito trying to just swat him out of the air. And he has a command throw. How do I do it? There it is. Okay. If you try to jump it, you can't jump it because he recovers like way too fucking quickly. Chip has everything that you would need. I think the... No, he even has a projectile. Yeah. How do you do it? There you go. See, I guess that can be considered as projectile. Alright, Mei. I shouldn't really have to go too much into her, to be honest. If you see a Mei player entering the tournament and you see them coming into the venue, hey, look, listen, you got kids right next to you? Hide your kids, dude. You don't have to hide your wife. They're not interested in your wife. Mei players are 100% fucking sus, dude. So the main thing Mei players are going to do, pretty simple. That's it. This is the button. Yeah, that's the button that you're going to see a lot. You want to pick up Mei? Go ahead. If you want to be shunned by everyone else, go ahead. This is it. High-level Mei gameplay. That's it. Let's move on to Zato. Or Zato. Now, this is a character I actually don't know a lot about, but he's pretty insane from what I've seen. He relies on the shadows that you see on the screen. He relies on a lot of the shadows to really do his work, do the work for him, and that's where he gets most of his mix. There's a way you can make him turn into a whale, and that's what most Zato players I've seen do. That's the one. Yep. So you'll see him do something like that, and then they'll turn him into the whale thing. The shadow like stays. You see how far he is? There's a ton of shit that you can do. I don't think he's very great up close, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have options up close, you know? If you're trying to play with a mid-range / long-range playstyle, this is the character for you 100%. This character, the best way that I can explain her, is she's a very set-play heavy character. She really relies on a lot of her fireballs to set up dirty stuff for her. What I see a lot of Eno players do is they go for like a knockdown, and they fly. They fly at you. If you're looking to like, let's say, knock someone down, and then just like go for something like that. Oh god, is that your dash? That is disgusting. Dash, yep. And then you can get conversion off that. And if they block it, they have to guess if it's either going to be a high or a low. One of the most important things about this character that she has that makes her really fucking scary as well is a command throw. Her command throw is disgusting because of 2 reasons. One, it's a command throw. So right off the bat, you can't... The only thing you can do to defend against it is jump, right? And look, did you see the projectiles? Even if you do jump it, even if you do manage to jump it... Look at that. I believe High Fight posted how to punish her super, this command to grab super, on his YouTube channel. If you're not going to play Eno, go ahead and watch that video if you want to learn how to deal with this bullshit. But Melee is very simple to explain as well. She's pretty much just a heavy mix-up character, I would say. So she relies a lot on that. See that right there? So you would do something like that. And then you can do dash or jump afterwards. She's got some dirt. I believe she's the only character that can do this. 2 dashes in the air, dude. She is 100% very mix-up heavy, and I believe that's why they gave her 2 dashes as well. Very mix-up heavy character, so if you like mixing your opponents, you should play this character. I didn't know Nago couldn't dash. Alright. I didn't know that. I would say he's the most unique in this game, I want to say. So as you can see, Nago has another separate bar meter, right? This is a blood meter. The more that he uses special moves, the blood meter goes up. The game punishes you for using special moves a lot. Boom, look at my health. Look at how fast that shit's depleting. Blood meter won't kill you. It'll leave you like at 1 health, but they can chip you out at that point. The scariest thing that he has is his super when he actually does do that in Blood Rage. It essentially goes full screen. And it does a shit ton of damage. Another thing to take note about this character is that he is the only one in the game that can go ahead and link special moves into each other. Leo, my bread and butter, the king. He can get up in your face, but he also has long-reaching normals. He has a very mix-up heavy option right here, off the kick. He can link this. Different stuff. Pretty much, you want to take note of his ability to absolutely mix you up. A long-reaching normal like this, and then go behind you, and they have to block. The biggest thing about Leo is that he has a stance. And this stance is what you want to be playing in most, if not all the time. The biggest downsides of being in this stance is that you can't really block, but they do give you a parry. But the biggest thing about the stance is that you can dash through your opponents, and you can pretty much just keep mixing your opponent up. Oh, and he has a command throw as well. He has a command throw in this stance. So even if they manage to block everything, you can just go ahead and go into that. And then go into the cancels, and bada bing, bada boom. And he also has an invincible reversal, which is the DP. Faust is very interesting to me. This can be used to deflect projectiles. So the deflection only works off of a fully charged D. Every single time he throws this out, it's going to be a different item every single time. It could be the same item, but there's the bomb. Very RNG, very weird. He looks like a lot of fun to play though, just because of that aspect. The epitome of frustration. This character wants to play at full screen. This shit goes very far. If you're into the type of playstyle where you literally want to keep your opponents away from you and just frustrate them, then this character is 100% for you. Dawson was reborn as a blonde white boy that just completely is smoking some crack, dude. So Potemkin does not have a forward dash, all you gotta do is walk, but he does have a back dash. His main game plan pretty much is wanting to get in and just landing like 2 or 3 of these command throws just to kill you. He also has a very dangerous air command throw. That is his super, Heavenly Potemkin Buster. It only grabs you if you're in the air. Something like this. And do that. Yeah, and that's just a little bit more damage. Ram's interesting. I fought against a couple of them online. Range, but if she throws it, well, obviously, you don't get that range anymore. Even if you do throw her swords away, she still has a very scary option, which is this right here. This on block feels plus infinity. That's how it feels. But the character is pretty much very resource dependent with her swords. Giovanna, very simple character to explain. You're either a man that likes booba, or you're a man that likes ass. I'm gonna tell you what, Giovanna's the full package. She's got both. Only horny motherfuckers play Giovanna, bro. She has a shit ton of plus frames and a lot of moves that put you in disadvantageous situations. So I don't know, I might play her. Anji is the only character that I will not be able to give you any advice on because I have never seen this character play. I might release like an update video or something, but until then, Anji players are absolutely non-existent. He has a Rekka to mix you up. Okay, well there you go. You heard it here first from fucking Martian. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I changed your mind or maybe giving you a little bit more insights on who to play. Hope you boys enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more